for for Owen Bischoff.
Batting next for the Spuds, the right fielder from Mesa Community College. Today's K-Man, number 13, Lucas Candiotti.
First pitch to Lucas Danielewicz. There's a strike. Danielewicz 1 for 3 on Friday. Got the night off last night. 297 average, 411 OBP for him this season. He's been getting on base, and he fouls this one back. 0-2. He is the K-Man. Well, balls and 2 strikes from Candiotti. Swing and a miss, slider away. There's his first strikeout of the season.
And that's a K.
3-pitch K for the K-Man. And I'll bring in the big man, Tyler Stone. Runner on second, 1 out. Just getting started. 3:09 first pitch. A beautiful afternoon here in Gearing. 69 degrees. Stone, the lefty, DHing tonight. Takes a breaking ball low for ball 1. 4 home runs on the year. He has only 4 hitless games this season. 2 of them have come in this series. He has been shut down 0 for 8. Pios pitchers have done a really nice job containing him. 1-0. High fly ball, left field. It's going to send Allman back. Still back. He looks up at the wall, and it's gone. Tyler Stone puts it the other way. That's exactly where the wind is going. And he just slaps it. Super high in the air left field. Allman had no play, and a quick 2-0 lead for the Spuds. Got a little middle. Wasn't a horrible pitch. And Stone kind of just slapped it. It was a high fly ball. And heavy wind out there in left field. Home run number 5 for Tyler Stone. He is in the hit column this series now, as Candiotti deals a strike to Peyton Flynn, who went 1 for 2 last night with a walk. A 395 on base for him. Swing and a miss. Another slider out of the zone, gets in the chase. One, 2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Candiotti. He bounces back after the home run. Has to be interested to know what's going on through the mind, because you have to assume it's like something like not again, because Candiotti's been in the zone today. 2 strikeouts now, and a really good hitter in Stone just kind of pops one up and just carries out of here. Has to be frustrating for Candiotti. There's a knuckleball, strike 1. His dad was a knuckleballer in the majors. Tom Candiotti. Upstairs with the fastball. Casey working fast, 1-1. Another knuckleball just upstairs. Tom, his dad, started over 300 games in the major leagues. Was a 151 and 164 with a 3.73 ERA. As Tyler Castelli flies out of play, 2-2. Tom played for the Brewers, the Indians, the the Guardians, the Dodgers, the Athletics, and then the Guardians again in 1999. High fly ball in the infield. Candiotti's off the mound. He'll give way to Lopez, who retires him for out number 3. So the damage is done. A 2-run home run from Tyler Stone. It's 2-0 Spuds. Candiotti, a pair of strikeouts, and an infield pop-up to end the inning right there. Pios coming to back down 2-0. Just getting started here on KNEB. So a quick 2 spot for Canyon County in the top of the second. They tie their game high of runs in the first inning. They scored 2 runs last night. That is the most they've scored in the game this series. So they're up to a quick 2-0 lead. A little bit different of a lineup for Tony Garcia this afternoon. It's going to be Ryan Callahan leading off, playing right field. Isaac Lopez, the man from last night who hit the go-ahead hit, hitting second. Jace Jeremiah in the 3-hole, cleaning up once again. Declan Weisner, PK Walsh, DHing. Bryce Ullman in left, Stevie Hom in the 7th spot. Tommy Eisenstat gets to start at first base, and then Jason Luke in center field. We met him on that double lead off the game. The righty, Brandon Tom, takes the mound, and first pitch to Callahan's a strike. Tom from Mesa Community College, a 6.4 ERA in 32 innings this season at Mesa. Callahan slashes it foul, quickly 0-2. This season for the Spuds, an 8.1 ERA in 13 innings, just a couple of starts. Last time out, June 19th, 4 2/3, 4 earned runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Callahan sends this one out of play the other way. 4 starts, 4 no decisions for Tom. Has yet to go 5 innings, so he hasn't yet to be eligible for a win. The Spuds are 3-1 in the games he's played. And he has an 8.1 ERA, so they've been giving him tons of support. And that hits Callahan in the front foot. An 0-2 slider that skips in the dirt and up against the front foot of Ryan Callahan. Big mistake from Tom there as you look at the walks and the hit-by pitches he's had this season. He's had some trouble with allowing runners on base. And a Pios team that can be very patient at times. And ball 1 to Lopez. With Callahan off first, 1-0. Out of play, foul ball, 1-1. Lopez is the hottest hitter in this lineup. Well, 1 for 5 last night. Had the game-winning single in the 8th with 2 outs. A 6-game hitting streak. He's 9 for 23 in that stretch. And a .468 on-base percentage this season. 1-1 from Tom, righty to righty. Lopez, healthy hack right by him, 1-2. Beautiful afternoon for baseball here in Gearing. Pios looking for the sweep. They're in first place in the division by half a game. We'll keep you updated on other scores throughout the Independence League. Lopez, ground ball to the right side. Past the glove of Wilson into right field. Callahan's going to get to third easily. And certainly an E3 is, Wilson. Cole Wilson. First start at first base this series. The big man Tyler Stone is DHing today. And a big mistake from Wilson there, as the Pios will have runners at the corners. Nobody out. And that'll bring in Jace.
Number 10, Jace Jeremiah.
Tom deals first pitch to Jeremiah. It is a strike. There it is. 0-1. Does have a pretty lively fastball. But it has been hit really hard. And we saw, early the control with the slider. Strike 2, fastball outside corner, gets the call from Josh Wagner. And Jeremiah quickly behind 0-2. Weisner on deck. Runners to the corners, nobody out. Pios trailing 2 early on in this game. The 0-2 from Tom. Jeremiah slashes this one foul. Two for 3 last night for Jace. The sack bunt and a hit by pitch. Still sitting with 10 extra base hits on the season. No balls and 2 strikes. Tom, the long set and the pitch home is fought off and sent out of play down the right side. Same pitch, outside fastball. And probably ball 1, but Jeremiah doesn't want to take any chances. So good approach with 2 strikes there. It'll be 0-2 again. A welcome from Tom to first base. Saying hi to Lopez, who reached via that error. Pios have the tying runner on base already. Oh, 2. Here's a slider that breaks away from Jeremiah. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Jeremiah lines his swan into right field. Coming in, Danielitz. He'll let it fall at his feet. They'll get the force at second. But an RBI single for Jace Jeremiah puts the Pios on the board. It was a soft looper line drive into right field that Danielitz couldn't quite catch, but obviously Lopez had to hold up and make sure he wasn't going to get doubled off.
Now at bat for your Pios, the catcher from Walters State Community College, number 34, Declan Weisner.
So 2-1. Weisner steps in. RBI single for Jace Jeremiah. Weisner takes strike 1. So Lopez forced off at second base. Ryan Callahan scored. So Jeremiah the only base runner. His 23rd RBI of the year. Weisner flares this one down the right side. It's foul. Weisner in 6 games hitting .346 and a .414 average, or .414 OBP. Runner goes. Wisner swings and misses at the high fastball. Throw down to second, not in time. A stolen base for Jeremiah.
Now back for your Pios, a designated hitter from the University of Kansas, number 5, P.
So Wisner strikes out. That's just out number 2. It's been a long inning. And here's PK. He takes one low at the ankles. Was a fastball from Tom. 1-0. Strike 1, fastball outside on the corner. I want a PK. Swing and a miss. That fastball is live from Tom. Tying runners on third and Jeremiah. He took third on the pitch. 2-2. Walsh a 300 average. And on a 5-game hit streak. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jeremiah on third. Walsh. A checker on the ground up the middle off the glove of Tom. And no play for Barkani at second. An RBI infield single for PK Walsh. Ties us at 2. Pios answer right back. Walsh really does not strike out. Just 4 strikeouts on the year for him in double-digit games. And using his bat-to-ball skills there, just stay alive and put the ball in play. And now that ties the game. Here's Price Allman. 346 batting average for him, and he takes strike 1 from Tom. So I believe both runs are going to be unearned. One and one. Long set from Tom. 2-1 outside. Tom has really relied on that fastball. Three balls, 1 strike. Ullman has a hit in 6 of 7 games this year. Three-one. Foul ball out of play. So, and again, that's where the leadoff hit by pitch comes to haunt the team. You know, hit by pitch in E5, and seniors know it, Pios are in business. And the rest is done. All it takes is a couple of hits and a couple bounces. This game is tied. So the home run from Tyler Stone has been wiped away. It's a 3-2 pitch from Ullman. Runner goes, and a swing and a miss. So 2 unearned runs, 2 hits, a man left on. Pios tie it up at 2 apiece after the first inning. It's Pios baseball on KNEB. So Candiotti gives up the big fly in the first, but then the Pios answer right back thanks to some defensive miscues and some tough hits in the bottom half of the first. So it was good for Candiotti. You know, he didn't get much run support last time out, and he was quickly behind before his outing even began. So a chance for him to kind of reset and settle down here. He'll face 6, 7, 8. Here's Matthew Mandeville. First pitch is grounded to the left side. Lopez gets the tough hop, has it, and fires to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. I talked to Tony Garcia about Casey this afternoon, and you know he wasn't disappointed. He wasn't really surprised about what happened. And it was just 1 game, and you know it's very unlike Casey to see him kind of get hit around like that. But he's a pitcher that's just going to throw a lot of strikes and let the defense do the rest. That one skips in the dirt 1-0. A flare out to second base for Stevie Hom. And Candiotti has settled down and is commanding the zone. 2 soft outs and 2 away. Schwartzberg retired.
Now at bat, first baseman from UC San Diego, number 30, Cole Wilson.
And this is the Casey that, you know, Tony expected when he re-signed it. He's just going to throw a lot of strikes. There's a breaking ball in there, strike 1. He's going to work really fast, and when he's on, he's really hard to hit. Upstairs, 1-1. You know, it's really hard to judge a pitcher on 1 game, especially the first game, and everyone knows that. And certainly it was frustrating for everyone. High fly ball, hooking down the left field line. Fair, it's gone. It is foul. Ooh, that was really close. Cole Wilson yanks it in the air down the left field line. And Josh Wagner calls it foul. So just strike 2. Case will take a new ball. Nothing happened. And that was a fastball that tailed towards the inner half that Wilson just pulled. Put a really good swing on it and didn't get the call. One-two from Candiotti is off the foot of Cole Wilson. Ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him. A 1-2-3 inning for Casey Candiotti and a huge sigh of relief. He gets the scoreless inning he wanted, and the Pios will go to the bottom of the second with a chance to take the lead. Just getting started. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on KNEB. Pios coming to bat. It'll be Ham, Eisenstadt, and Luke, 7, 8, 9, facing Brandon Tom. So 2 unearned runs for the Pios in the bottom of the first to answer the 2-run home run from Tyler Stone. It's even at 2. Bottom second, and Stevie Ham takes on the outside corner for strike 1. Ham is on a 5-game hitting streak, 3 RBIs on the year. Hit a high fly ball double into left center field last night, later in the game. And has been finding his groove after coming a little late in the season. 1-1, breaking ball away. Ham has played 7 games, hitless in the first 2, and now is on a 5-game hitting streak. One ball, 1 strike. Line drive into center field. It is down. A base hit. And Stevie Ham extends it to 6 consecutive games with a hit, matching Isaac Lopez for longest on the team. But more importantly, a leadoff double from the freshman from Maloney College. That'll move it to Tommy Eisenstadt. A 371 on base percentage for him this season. First pitch, righty to lefty. It is low. So Tom has allowed 4 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 1 earned run, and 4 earned runs in his 4 starts. 3+ walks in 3 of the 4 outings. In his last 3 outings, he's walked 5 twice and then 3 last time out. No walks to this afternoon yet, but a hit by pitch to lead off the first. One out Eisenstadt with Ham off first. He can run. A high chopper to the mound. Tom has 1 play. He'll make it at first. Eisenstadt advances Ham to second base. It's a 1-3 for out number 1. That'll move it to Jason Luke, who's looking to get going with the bat, but while he struggled a little bit swinging it, has gotten on base. Has been hit by a pitch 4 times this year to go along with 4 walks. He's getting on base 35% of the time. And first pitch from Tom is a strike. Little off speed in there. Luke, the returning Pio, or sort of. He took 2021 off, but in 2020, he led the Pios in every single offensive category. So they know what he can do in this league at this level. 0-1. Swing and a miss. A ball's 2 strikes, 1 away. Ham at second. Already 3 hits for the Pios this afternoon. A chopper to the right side. It's going to bounce into the glove of Barcani, who underhands it to first, 2 away. So Ham going station to station after a couple of ground balls. And he's 90 feet away with 2 outs back to the top of the lineup. It's Callahan, who got plunked in the first and scored on the single from Jeremiah. That was Jeremiah's 23rd RBI of the season.
Number 16, Ryan Callahan.
Righty to lefty, first pitch to Callie. He is upstairs 1-0. Callie, the Jayhawk, finished his redshirt freshman season. Jeremiah is now in a tie for second in RBIs in the league. Grounded the other way. That's a tough play in the hole for Schwartzberg. He lets it go. And an infield single for Ryan Callahan gives the Pios the lead. Ham comes across. As Schwartzberg was playing closer to second base, and Callie just flicked a slow roller the other way in the 5-6 hole that Flynn had no play. Schwartzberg obviously couldn't get there, and Callahan from the left-hander, the batter's box, races to first, and another infield single for the Pios this afternoon. And this one takes the lead, drives in Stevie Ham. It's 3-2 here in the bottom of the second. Not done yet. Here's Lopez, who takes the breaking ball, and It's bark at the park, so of course you're going to hear some barks. Someone's fighting. Ooh. Lopez pops it up out of play, 1-1. I wonder what would happen if a dog streaks the field. Lopez with a 1-1 count. 2 away. Reach via an error in the first. Line drive, foul the other way. Lopez looking to extend that hitting streak to 7 games. He's 9 for 24 over his last 6 during this hitting streak. Five runs batted in his last 4 games. Grounded up the middle to second base. Schwartzberg will go to first, and the tag is applied. So the Pios get 1 and 3 ground balls. 3 ground balls and a base hit from Hom. It's 3-2 after 2. We'll be right back on KNEB. Back at Oregon Trail, top 3. Jake Circus with you this afternoon. Glad you're joining us wherever you may be, however you may be listening. Casey Candiotti now pitching with the lead for the first time this season, and we talked about last inning how it was a great opportunity for him after kind of a chance for a reset after the home run in the first. Pios answered, tied the game, and a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the second for Case, and they'll face 9-1-2 here, pitching with the lead. Here's Bear Canny. 0 for 3 last night. First pitch from Candiotti just misses upstairs. Pios made some roster moves this afternoon, and Sam Holling is out. He went back home. Obviously, still Jake Curtis out for the season. He's off the roster. So with just one catcher, Tony had to make a move. This is a line drive deep in the left field. Going back is Ullman. It's going to get over his head and bounce over the wall. Leadoff ground rule double for Darson Barkani. And Casey will work with a runner on second, no one out, or nobody out. Just his 7th hit for the year for Bear Canny. So the new catcher that comes in is Connor Dowdy from Trevecca Nazarene University from Clarksville, Tennessee. He played a couple games in the Northwoods League this season for the Duluth Huskies and was a temporary player for them, and wanted to find somewhere else to finish off his summer, and Tony needed a catcher. There was a mutual connection with, I believe it was Nick Suda's coach at Skyline, Suda and Jace, and that coach is the manager for the Huskies, so obviously he knows Tony because he sent him Suda and Jeremiah. So he sent him Dowdy, heard he needed a catcher, So that's where the connection is there. And Doughty is active today. He drove up this morning, 1-1 to Owen Bischoff. But Doughty most likely will catch tomorrow in North Platte, as Declan Weisner has caught 5 straight games. But this is the most important stretch of the season, these next couple of games. Pios is like half a game ahead. Swing and a miss, breaking ball out of the zone. Got Bischoff to chase. And that slider has worked really well for Casey this afternoon. The damage has been done with the fastball that's been getting a little too much plate. So we'll see if Weisner switches around some calls, and especially to right-handed hitters, to try to avoid that fastball that's getting a little too much plate. But Casey in the driver's seat here. 1-2, nobody out. The leadoff ground rule double, Barcani on second base. There's a slider again on the outside corner, called strike 3. Bischoff got frozen. And a big strikeout for Case. Much needed.
Next batter, the right fielder from Mesa Community College. Today's K-Man, number 13, Lucas Candiotti.
So Danielewicz steps in. He struck out as the K-Man last inning. Fans looking for more. Pios winning 3-2. Swing and a miss. Another slider on the outside corner to a righty.
Remember, fans, Lucas has one job. If he does it right, it'll be half-price drinks till the end of the inning.
0-1 to start. Danielewicz was hitting .297 on the season. And he fouls this one out of play down the right field line. 0-2. A ball's 2 strikes. Chance for another huge strikeout. Grounded foul down the third base line was a breaking ball. Still 0-2. Casey kicks and deals just upstairs. Left it up a little bit. Runner on second, 1 man out. Casey struck out the number 1 hitter, Bischoff. Looking to do it again to the 2 hitter. Popped up, out of play, right side. Eisenstadt obviously no play. And since the home run, only 1 base runner with a double earlier, with 3 strikeouts. So he's really settled down and started commanding the strike zone, which is what Tony wanted to see for him. Looking for a strikeout. 1-2. It's a flare into center field. That's dropping fast. It's down. Luke Fields coming home. Here comes Barcani. Throw is cut off. The Spuds tie it. And a big 2-strike hit from Lucas Danielewicz, who just poked it. Had the butt sticked out and everything. And a really nice pitch from Candiotti, and a really unlucky result there. You know, they say good things happen when you put the ball in play, and Danielewicz fought off a couple tough breaking balls and a couple fastballs and sent them out of play. And finally saw a pitch that he could just poke out into center. Luke was playing pretty deep, and no chance for either him or Hom. It fell in between them. So 3-3 ball game. And here's Tyler Stone, who hit the home run. Has now 5 on the year. Candiotti will greet Danielewicz at first. Another pickoff. A little closer, but nothing doing. Knuckleball upstairs. Now he's had a little bit more control with that knuckleball today. He's just thrown it a couple times, but last outing he threw that knuckler the first pitch of the game and hit the leadoff man. He's paying close attention to Danielowitz at first base. Candiotti gave up 4 runs the first time through the order. Last outing. That was against the Prospects. Outside, changeup 2-0. Another pickoff attempt. Diving back is Lucas Danielowitz. 3-3 ball game. Swing and a foul tip. Two balls and one strike. Candiotti to Stone. Breaking ball, high fly ball, right center field. Right there is Luke, who will make the play in the gap, and Candiotti retires Stone for the first time.
Now at the plate, the third baseman from MSU Billings, number 10, Peyton Flynn.
There's Peyton Flynn, struck out in the first check swing. Yes, he did. 0-1. Now, if Stone had hit that to left center, it's probably another home run. Some pretty crazy wind out there, blowing out to left field. But Candiotti got him to pull it. Strike 2 outside, fastball. Candiotti and Stone were high school teammates at Chaparral High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. Casey went up north to St. Mary's in California, and Stone made his way even norther to Gonzaga. A line drive to second base. Hom knocks it down, has time, will go to first, got him. And that will do it. A leadoff ground rule double scores. And then the single is stranded. It's 3-3 in the middle of the third. We'll be right back. We're even up at 3 on KNEB.
Sitting at the bottom of the third for your Pios, the shortstop from Skyline.
This game's been about even. 4 hits for each team. A couple bloops here and there, and a costly error for the Spuds. But we're even up at 3. Pios with their third chance now. Bottom 3. It'll be Jeremiah to face Brandon Thorne, who greets him with the fastball outside. Innings underway, 1-0. Jeremiah had the RBI single to get the scoring started for the Pios side back in the first. First 2 batters of the game, hit by a pitch in an E5. And of course, Pios scored 2 that inning. Jeremiah also scored in that inning. RBI from PK on the infield single. High fly ball out of play. Not the greatest day to have that fake bark sound for the PA. Because every time it plays, the real dogs start to bark. 2-1 to Jeremiah. Grounded up the middle, past the glove of Tom, and into center field of base hit. Jeremiah 2 for 2, and he leads off the third with his second hit of the afternoon.
Now at bat for your Pios, the catcher from Walter State Community College, number 34, Declan Weister.
Here's Declan with a runner on first, nobody out. And Tom paying close attention to Jeremiah. Jeremiah's a threat to run. 6 stolen bases on the year, leads the team. Another pickoff attempt. Alec Anighi did his scouting. Jace has been a threat the last couple of weeks on the base paths, pretty much since the North Platte series. The second one, when the Plainsmen ran all over us on the bases. The Pios have been really aggressive, taking extra bases at the right times, as Weisner taps it foul on the first pitch to him, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Declan. Righty to righty from Tom. Long set. Swing and a miss. So Weisner another 0-2 count. Oh, 2 is sent on the ground to the pull side. Schwartzberg has it. Only the play to go to first, and it's not in time. Declan Weisner once again racing to first and beats out an infield single. Jeremiah got a big secondary. It was hit really, really softly. And Schwartzberg only had the one play to go to first, and Declan Weisner, second time in 3 at-bats. Now, last night, Weisner beat out an infield single with 2 outs in the 8th to set the table for this man, Isaac Lopez. Now, no one out, and the Pios with 2 on for Lopez. Or, sorry, Walsh. This is PK, who extended his hitting streak to 6 games. He's going to square around a bunt, and he gets it down in front of the plate and the mound. Tom fields and goes to first. So PK Walsh does his job and moves both runners into scoring position. And this is a perfectly set table for Price Allman.
Now at bat, the left fielder from Oral Roberts University, number 14.
Scored a 1-3 for out number 1. Allman high in the air, off the glove of Wilson at first. Barcani fields and flips it to Tom, who taps first. Wow! So that takes the lead Allman, a little Baltimore chop, pretty much off the plate, that skipped into the air off the glove of Cole Wilson. Barkani fielded in the 3-4 hole and flipped it to Tom. So a 3-4-1 put out and an RBI for Allman. A 3-4-1 Baltimore chop.
Number 3, Stevie Hahn.
And an RBI. Wisner goes to third. Here's Stevie Hahn, not done yet. So the runner on third takes upstairs. Outside, 2-0. Hahn singled and scored in the second, extended his hitting streak to 6 games. So 5 Pios now on 6-game hitting streaks. Lopez, Walsh, and Hahn. Allman now, he has 6 hits, or a hit in 6 of his 7 games, as Hahn takes a big swing and comes up empty at the fastball. We're 2-1 with Wisner still on third. Jeremiah has his 2nd run scored. Upstairs, 3-1. So for Jace, that's runs number 24 and 25 for him on the season, which is now tied for 4th for the league lead. 3-1 to Stevie Hahn. Flares it foul, out of play. Runs the count full with 2 outs. We just witnessed a 3-4-1 Baltimore chop put out. In this series, we have seen an umpire delay. It lasted an hour. Something crazy had to have happened last night that I'm forgetting. 3-2. Swing and a miss, blew it by him. Pios get 1 more. They have 6 hits through 3 innings and 4 runs. A 4-3 lead at the end of 3. Jake Circus with you, Pios Baseball on KNEB. Casey is still in the game for inning number 4. Top 4, it's 4-3 Pios. They have scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. For the Spuds, 2 in the first, 1 in the third. If you're just joining us, you witnessed maybe the rarest putout in maybe baseball history, a 3-4-1 Baltimore chop. Now, obviously, the Baltimore chop doesn't count as a putout, but that's still, the fact that it was a Baltimore chop is still really cool. Anyways, Castelli, Mandeville, Schwartzberg. 6, 7, 8. Or sorry, 5, 6, 7 against Casey. Castelli, the lefty, popped out to third in the first. As the third out. Castelli went 0 for 4 on Friday, so he's 0 for 5 in this series. A 280 average for him as Casey deals to him. It's flared out in the shallow right field. Callahan comes in, and he's played perfectly. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Next batter for the Spuds, the catcher from CSU East Bay, number 12, Matthew Mandeville.
Matthew Mandeville steps in and takes a strike from Case. Has not played much, currently 0 for his last 13 and his first start this series. Breaking ball, strike 2. Casey has found a rhythm here. Deep in the count, 0-2. Casey deals. It's away with the breaking ball. Grounded to first, foul ball. Eisenstadt was right there up against the chalk.
Foul ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. To Mandeville doing the catching this afternoon. Tyler Miller caught last night. Jeremy Keller caught Friday night. In the air to second base over the head of Stevie Hom. And a punch base hit with 2 strikes for Mandeville. Again, these Spuds just getting a little contact on the bat, and it's finding holes throughout the outfield.
Next at bat, the shortstop from Saddleback College, number 2.
There is Zachary Schwartzberg, the shortstop. The runner on first, 1 out. It's 4-3 Pios. In the air, line drive left field base hit. And first pitch swinging from Schwartzberg. He has now extended his hitting streak to 4 games. And is 4 for 10 in this series. As the Spuds are in business in the 4th.
Now at bat, the first baseman from UC San Diego, number 30, Cole Wilson.
Wilson struck out in the second with Mandeville on second and Schwartzberg on first. A checker swinging bunt right back to the mound. Candiotti will flip to Eisenstadt at first for out number 2. Fooled him. Wilson free swinging at the breaking ball and couldn't finish his swing. That'll advance Mandeville and Schwartzberg 90 feet. And a 1-3 for Wilson.
Next batter for the Spuds, the second baseman from Mesa Community College, number 5, Dawson Barricani.
Outside. Breaking ball from Candiotti, who's trying to get out of it here in the 4th. 2 runners in scoring position, a big spot. 4-3 Pios lead. Looking to keep their lead in the Nebraska Land Division. Foul ball out of play, 1-1. Barcani hit the ground rule double last inning to lead off the 3rd and then would score on the single from Danielwitz. He's a 9-hitter who's now 1 for 4 this series. 7 for 37 on the season with 9 runs scored. Casey hasn't thrown a knuckleball in a while. Fastball outside corner, 2-1. Now I wonder if, obviously Declan is aware that Casey can throw a knuckleball, and they've had that conversation a couple of times, but I wonder if Declan has ever seen a knuckleball before, if that maybe forces Casey to not be able to throw it more as much as he wants to. There's a strike 2 outside corner. A pitcher is really only as good as his battery mate, and Declan's done a really nice job receiving baseballs behind the plate this season. And when your starting catcher gets injured, as Jake Curtis did, in this setting, in this environment, it's really difficult to get out of. And there's a swinging strike 3. Casey Candiotti gets out of it, leaves 2 runners in scoring position, and strikeout number 5 on the afternoon, as he has really settled down after 3.5. Pios out in front 4-3. We'll be right back on KNEB.
Leading out for your Pios, the first baseman from
Back at Oregon Trail, it'll be Eisenstadt, Luke, and Callahan. Due up to face Brandon Thom. And ball 1 to Eisenstadt, the lefty. 4-3 Pios lead, both teams with 6 hits. We'll talk more about Casey settling down in the top of the 5th, but that cannot go unnoticed. 2-0 to Eisenstadt. As, he was kind of unraveling last outing after some runs came on the board and he kind of lost the strike zone. But so far this afternoon, even against some adversity, he has answered the bell and more. 3-0 to Eisenstadt. And a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. Now, if I'm a coach, which I'm definitely not, but leadoff walks are all but unacceptable. And you walk them on 4 pitches, already giving up 4 runs. Bullpen's active. It's just 1 at-bat, but you can't walk the leadoff man. And that'll bring in the pitching coach for the Spuds, he told me his name and I forgot it. Spuds don't have their coaches listed on their roster, so should have written it down. But Alec and Niggy will send the pitching coach out there, and for good reason, a 4-pitch leadoff walk.
I have one simple request, and that is to have shots with frickin' laser beams attached to their head. Now, evidently, my psychiatric colleague informs me that has been done. If you remind me what I pay you people for, honestly, throw me a phone here. What do we have?
So Luke with a runner on first, nobody out. Luke playing center today. Off day for Eric Smelko. Callahan in the leadoff spot, and Luke playing center. First pitch from Tom. Luke, line drive right to second base. They're going to get 2 out of it. As Eisenstadt was caught up in between first and second, Luke ropes a line drive right to second base. Barcani goes to first, a 4-3 double play. And that is deja vu for Jason Luke, who during the beginning of this homestand had like 4 or 5 balls that were hitting the gaps that were caught, and he was just getting so unlucky, and there it is again. So that clears the bases for Callahan, who takes upstairs 1-0. Big out for Tom. Lucky break. Fly ball out of play, 1-1 to Callie. He's 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch, an RBI, and a run scored. Callahan lines this into left center field. Right there is Castelli. And Tom works around the 4-pitch leadoff walk. He faces the minimum at the end of 4. It's 4-3. Pios out in front. We'll be right back. It's Pios Baseball on KNEB. Back at Oregon Trail Park on KNEB. It's a 4-3 game as we begin the top of the 5th inning. Pios out in front by 1. Both teams with 6 hits. Casey Candiotti will face 1, 2, 3. Bischoff, Danielwitz, and Tyler Stone. Bischoff 1 for 2 with a double to lead off the game. And a backwards K back in the 3rd. He swings and misses at the fastball from Candiotti. We're underway here in the 5th. And Casey's really settled down, really since the home run. You know, upstairs fastball 1-1. Since the home run, he just allowed 2 hits, or just 3 hits. They came 2 in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th. A soft flare down the right field line. It's going to get down for a base hit. It was hit so shallow that Hom fields into right field. And another soft contact flare for Casey. Or against Casey, I should say. Leadoff man on, the tying run. That's 3 or 4 times that's happened. Where Casey has made good pitches.
Number 13, Lucas Danielwitz.
No, sir, I've quit drinking.
7th hit for the Spuds. Super unlucky, but we'll see if Case can bear down once again. Some stretching in the Pios pen. No one actively throwing. High grounder foul down the 3rd base line off the bat of Lucas Danielwitz. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a strikeout.
I remember, fans, the strikeout means half-price drinks till the end of the inning.
Candiotti will check on Bischoff. Swing and a miss in the dirt. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get the first out of the inning. High fly ball. Allman will let it drop at his feet. It's a base hit for Danielewicz on an 0-2 count. Casey left the breaking ball upstairs. And a punch shot from Danielewicz just falling at the feet of Bryce Allman down the left field line.
Next Spuds batter, designated hitter from Gonzaga University.
First 2 on
Number 34, Tyler Stone.
for the big man Tyler Stone. High school teammates with Casey Candiotti in Scottsdale, Arizona, and Stone, the damage from him in the first inning. Knuckleball, strike 1. There it is from Casey. These two know each other very well. Stone 1 for 2 with the 2-run home run and then a high fly ball into right center back in the third. And a chance to do more damage. 0-1. Fouled away. Another off speed off the end of the bat. No balls and 2 strikes. Another jam shot. Cued foul. Stone struck out 3 times on Friday night, went 0 for 4 last night with some hard hit balls, and finally broke out with the high fly ball into left that cleared the fence in the first. A lot of scoring since then. It's 4-3. Here's the 0-2. A high fly ball into left field. Allman going back. He gets there and makes the play. Huge sigh of relief for Casey, and allowed out number 1. As Allman had to go pretty much on the warning track to track that one down. So Casey avoids the big bat. He'll face Peyton Flynn 0 for 2 tonight or today. Tying runner on second. Go ahead runner on first.
Attention everyone, attention please. Now that we're all here, I officially declare the parking switch to be in the on position.
First pitch to Peyton Flynn. It is low. Now 8 hits for the Spuds. Been 11 ribbies, 11 walks on the year. A chance for more here. Casey deals. Into left field. It's a punch shot base hit. Allman fields. That's going to load the bases. Flynn was way out in front and just flicked it off the end of the bat. Thrice this inning. That's happened to Candiotti. Bases are loaded with 1 out. We'll see if Tony elects to go infield in. Still the top of the 5th. Tons of game left. And a really important game for both these teams. Grounded back to the mound. Candiotti goes to home. 1. Weiser to first. Got him in time. It's a double play to end the inning. The bases are left loaded. And a 1-2-3 double play to end the top of the 5th. And the Pios remain in the lead. We're halfway home and gearing. It's 4-3. And some crazy momentum just shifted at Oregon Trail Park. We'll be right back. Back at Oregon Trail, bottom 5, we're halfway home. It'll be Lopez, Jeremiah, and Wisner.
Leading up the bottom of the 5th inning for your Pios, the third baseman from UT Rio Grande Valley, number 6, Isaac Lopez.
Lopez will greet Brandon Thorne with the ground ball to short. Schwartzberg fields in the hole. Quick throw to first is high, but in time. Lopez still looking to extend that hitting streak to 7.
Next at bat for your Pios, the shortstop from Skyline Community College, number 10, Chase Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, 2 singles today and 2 runs scored. Right back to the mound. Tom has it. And 2 pitches, 2 outs. I'll do something to speed this game up. It's been quite long.
Now at bat the catcher from Walter State Community College.
There's Declan. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Now 10 for 28 on the season. And he takes ball 1. There's strike 1. Ground ball to short. Schwartzberg comes in near second base and throws to first. Just takes 5 pitches and 3 ground balls. A 1-2-3 inning for Brendan Tom after 5. Pios still up 4-3. We'll be right back. It's Pios Baseball on KNEB. So Matthew Mandeville will greet Casey Candiotti here in the top of the 6th. Candiotti worked around 3 singles in the 5th. Allowed no runs and left the bases loaded from a double play, a 1-2-3 right back to the mound.
Information on how to bid posted throughout the ballpark as well as through social media between tonight and July 2nd. Tickets are on sale now online and at the U.S.
The righty Mandeville, who's 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th, steps in. That single snapped an 0 for 13 slump for him.
Matthew Mandeville.
Over the press box, 0-1, foul ball. Top 6, Pios lead 4-3. 15 hits between these two teams, 9 belonging to the Spuds. High pop up in the infield. Who's going to get it? Jace coming in. Also Lopez there. Lopez takes it. 1 away. Been really impressed with the way Casey has settled down and has worked himself out of trouble. Now, just the way he pitches, a lot of strikes, a lot of opportunities for the opposing hitters to get kind of fluky base hits, and exactly that has happened today, but eventually it's going to snap, and he's done a really nice job of battling back and just keeping on throwing strikes. There's another strike. First pitch strike to Zachary Schwartzberg. Just upstairs curveball. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove of Wisner. Casey had 1-2 to Schwartzberg. He's on a 4-game hitting streak now after the single in the 4th. Working fast again. Candiotti from the wind up the pitch is upstairs trying to climb the ladder with the fastball. Pios looking for the sweep of the Spuds, who came into the series. Both teams 13-9. Pios have taken the first 2 in low-scoring affairs. High pop-up, foul territory, playable for the catcher Wisner, who makes the catch right in front of the first base dugout. And quickly 2 away in the 6th. So Candiotti buckling down here. Grinded in the 5th, grinded in the 4th. Left a combined 5 runners on base in those 2 innings.
Next at bat, the first baseman from UC San Diego, number 30, Cole Wilson.
And greets Cole Wilson with a fastball upstairs. Wilson 0 for 2. We hit that foul ball home run earlier on in the game. 1-0. 2-0 upstairs. Candiotti snaps a breaking ball, just misses upstairs. Looked like it was upstairs. That's the only place that could have missed. And a 3-0. And he misses 4 times upstairs, a 2-out walk. I believe Jerson Morales is in the pen throwing. Remains to be seen how long the leash is for Candiotti. There's a dog pun. Bark at the park today.
Number 5, Dawson Barricani.
Barricani, a drivable double and a strikeout. Line in the center field. Luke right there. And makes the play. Candiotti works around a 4-pitch walk as he's through 6 innings. Pios out in front. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pios still up by 1. It's 4-3. We'll be right back. It's Pios Baseball on KNEB. Walsh will face Brandon Tom to start at the bottom of the 6th, and he sends this one out of play to start it up. 0-1. Pios a half a game ahead of first place. North Platte's winning. There's a ball outside. Hastings has yet to start tonight. They go at 6:35 local time. Pios will be in North Platte tomorrow. Hastings Tuesday, Wednesday. Walsh sends this in the air to center, coming in Bischoff. He's right there. And one away. That'll bring up Allman. Who is 0 for 2. Allman's last at bat. He had that Baltimore chop 3-4-1 put out. Also drove in the last run that the Pios have scored. Takes a strike. Got a ball out of play. Quickly 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Foul tip in and out of the glove of Mattville. Or Mandeville. There was a huge brawl in Anaheim today between the Mariners and the Angels. Upstairs, 1 and 2, it led to both benches, both bullpens clearing. Rondon threw punches, Jesse Winker threw punches, and then after, one of the Angels pitchers threw sunflower seeds in the other dugout, which is weird. 2-2 to Allman. The fight went into the third base dugout. Allman fouls it out of play, still 2-2. There are punches being thrown everywhere. It took a long time for the bullpens to get in the mix. Craziness. Aaron Judge, a walk-off home run. Again. 2-2. Outside corner, rung him up, strike 3. That's been there all afternoon. As Josh Wagner sends Allman back to the dugout. And it'll bring us to Stevie Hom. As I mentioned, this is the last game of a 17-day homestand for the Pios. They'll play 3 on the road this week and then come back here for another weekend series. 1-0. Pios will play a doubleheader on Friday against North Platte at this stadium, and then Saturday they will host the military team. On the ground to second base, Barcani has it, and a 1-2-3 inning for Brendan Tom, who has settled down nicely just like Casey Candiotti has. Still, after 6, it's 4-3. Pios lead. Will be right back. Casey Candiotti's day is done. He's in line for the win after 6 strong innings of grind. He really fought and battled back, worked himself in and out of trouble a couple of times, left the bases loaded, left 2 runners in scoring position a couple of times. Candiotti gives up 9 hits, 3 earned runs, strikes out about, I think it was 5. Strikes out 5. And he'll pass the baton to Jerson Morales from Florida City, Florida by way of the Dominican Republic. Goes to Friends University, 5'10", 195. First outing for him since June 17th. And this season, a 5.19 ERA, 12 strikeouts and 8.2 thirds innings. A little inflated due to his outing in North Platte on June 3rd, where he allowed 4 earned. If you take that out, just 1 earned run in 7 2/3 this season. Another one of those guys that if he just can stay in the strike zone, he's got the stuff to just absolutely dominate. And Jerson will face the top of the lineup. Bischoff, Danielewicz, and Stone. Remains to be seen if Tom's day is done on the other side.
Spuds, the center fielder from the Yakima Valley Community College. Number 1, Owen Bischoff.
Jerson to Bischoff. First pitch is fouled away. So Adam Enyart yesterday was hitting 93.
New pitcher on the mound for your Pios from Friends University, number 20, Jerson Morales.
Breaking ball, snapped it off in the zone, 0-2. And so Enyart was telling me he was hitting 93. And again, no, Jerson isn't normally the one with the pocket radar gun behind home plate. Now it's Ignacio Reynoso, who is standing behind home plate with the pocket radar gun, looking at Jerson's fastball velo, 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, other batter's box. Pios looking to sweep here in the finale of this huge homestand. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bischoff. Morales deals, and it's a ground ball sharply hit to short. Jeremiah, long throw in time. 1 out. That brings in Danielewicz.
Next batter, the right fielder from Mesa Community College. Today's K-Man, number 13, Lucas Candiotti.
Pios would win this game. They'll go to 7-4 in the homestand. Breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. Started it off coming off of a huge series win in Badlands, and then Hastings came here to open up the homestand and took 2 out of 3 from us. One 0. Low and away, 2-0. Pios off the foot. Pios looking for their 4th straight win. This was their last couple losses came in the 2nd and 3rd games of a 4-game set against the Prospects in the last series. And then 4 days off. 2-1. There's strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Grounded the left side, diving stop by Lopez. He's got it, but has no play. Perfectly placed in the 5-6 hole. An infield single against Jerson.
designated hitter from Gonzaga University, number 34, Tyler Stone.
Here's Tyler Stone. Want to know. Big matchup here as the go-ahead runner. Stone a home run in the first, and then 2 loud outs in the air to right and left in the third and fifth. Stone looking for his 30th RBI of the year. Jerson will toss it over to first to check on the runner Danielewicz. Ground ball would be huge here. 1-0. In the dirt. Jerson's relying on that breaking ball a lot this inning. As if he's scared of the fastball or something. It's a 2-0 count to Stone. Jerson kicks. It's low. Runner goes. Throw from Wisner. And he's safe. Throw was away from second base. It looked like Jace could have caught it and got the foot of the runner, but he didn't get the tag on. So pitch was a ball, a stolen base, tying runner in scoring position. Rio. There's a strike. Up and away, that's ball 4. Now, so that's not the end of the world. Once Daniel would steal second, first base becomes open as the big man will take the 90 feet. Just his 9th walk of the year, as pitchers have been hitting to him. He has 18 strikeouts. Obviously, when he makes contact, he's been doing crazy damage. I mean, his BABIP, just looking at it, is probably in the 500s, batting average on balls in play. Because of the 18 strikeouts. Here's Peyton Flynn. And strike 1. Flynn 1 for 3. This is a barn burner. Again, I said it every night when you zoom out and look at it in a vacuum. North Platte's winning 9-1. Hastings a good matchup against the Prospects tonight. This is very important baseball and a very crucial inning. 0-1. Swing and a miss, breaking ball. Wipeout slider from Morales. He's in the driver's seat. 0-2. 1 away. Danielewicz on second. Stone on first. Jerson climbs the ladder here. 0-2, long pause, and the pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Another curve out of the zone, and he gets the whiff. And the chase. Out number 2 is recorded. Another chance for the Pios to strand some runners. If you are watching from Hastings or North Platte, good afternoon. This game has been about even. Airs, blue pits, Baltimore chops, and a ton of runners left on base. on his tapped foul. We'll check swing, that copy end of the bat. Castelli 0 for 3. He had a double play in the 5th, the 1-2-3 double play to leave the bases loaded. A 1 count with 2 runners on. Tying runner in scoring position. Morales, righty to lefty. And Castelli sends this out of play. Once or 0-2 is sent foul. Little chopper up against the first base dugout. No balls and 2 strikes. Morales deals. Fly ball out of play. And Castelli staying around, and we've seen this a couple times. Now, Casey's a different pitcher than Morales. Jerson is a wipeout swing and miss pitcher. Casey's not. But Casey struggled to put away a couple of batters, and then with 2 strikes, threw more good pitches that they just fought off and found grass. We'll see what Morales comes to here. Way ahead 0-2. A fly ball into center field. Luke on the run right there. He'll camp under it and seed into his glove. They leave 2 more runners on base. It's time to stretch and gearing. It's 4-3. Pios out in front, middle of the 7th. Pios Baseball, Jake Circus with you on KNEB. Brandon Tom still in this ball game. Will face Eisenstadt, Luke, and Callahan. 8-9-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Spuds are out hitting the Pios 10-6, but once again, starting pitching and pitching in general, getting the Pios where they need to be. And a righty to lefty, Tom deals to Eisenstadt. It's on the inside corner, strike 1. We're underway in the bottom of the 7th, a 4-3 game. And a beautiful afternoon wherever you may be, however you may be listening. Jake Circus with you. Inside again, 1-1. Eisenstadt 0 for 1 with a walk. Hard hit on the ground to second. Barcani goes down on one knee and makes the pitch and catch, 1 away. Now it's times like these where you're comfortable with the 1-run lead, you're happy. But Anything can happen. There's still 6 outs to go. Paul Panduro will pitch in this game. He's unavailable tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday. Luke shanks a fly ball in the air to left field. Castelli right there off the end of the bat, and Luke's retired. Callie steps in, 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch, a run scored, and an RBI single. Line out to left in the 4th. Grounded through the hole, the right side. It's going to get past the glove of Barcani in his right field, a base hit. Callie's second hit of the night.
Next batter for third baseman from UT Rio Grande Valley, number 6, Isaac.
Here's Lopez. Still looking to try to extend that hitting streak. It's up to 6 games. Callie on first, 2 away. Lopez takes outside. Want to know. Strike 1. Don't have the pitch count on our live scorings down today, but Tom has been through it. This is now the 4th time through. One. Strike 2 called, and Alec Anigi. Every time I say that, I think of the word like noogie. Anyways, Alec Anigi, the manager for the Spuds, now has a really deep bullpen with a lot of guys who have put up superb numbers this season, and he's sticking with Tom the 4th time through the order. Now, Tom hasn't been bad, and he's just 1 out away from getting through 7. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes. It's in the dirt, a stolen base for Callahan. It'll go in a second standing up. Good take from Lopez. Count evens up at 2 apiece. So what this would do for the standings, now Hastings, who is 0.5 games back of us, and North Platte tied with us after their 9-1 win. If the Pios win tonight, they would be guaranteed to be still 0.5 games up. On the ground, hit hard to second. Barcani takes in the hole and retires it. So a 2-out single proves to be worth none. At the end of 7, it's 4-3 Pios lead. We'll see who gets the last couple of outs before the 9th. It should still be Jerson, I would assume, but we'll be right back on KNEB. So Jerson Morales will look to get another hold, well, a 2-out hold. As Paul Panduro trots out towards the bullpen to warm up for the 9th. And Jerson, a huge opportunity to shift this game into the top of the 9th. Well, top 8 right now. Pios will come to bat, look for some insurance with the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. But 3 outs to go for Jerson. He'll face 6, 7, 8, Mandeville, Schwartzberg, and Wilson. First pitch is on the ground, a high chopper to Hom. Easy play. And a low throw to first, but in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jerson in the 8th. He has commanded the strike zone. He has thrown a lot of strikes, worked around 2 singles last inning. And the pitch just soft contact. So Pios on a 3-game winning streak. The Plainsmen now on a 3-game winning streak. Hastings lost last night. They had previously won. They were on a winning streak. As Schwartzberg steps in. Breaking ball, strike 1. Completely fooled Schwartzberg. A ball's in a strike. One and one in the dirt. Lined in a left field, a base hit. Really hard hit ball off the bat of Schwartzberg. He's aboard with 1 out in the 8th. Morales tried to fire in strike 2 in the zone and got middle. And Schwartzberg caught a barrel. Wilson now 0 for 2 with a walk. 6 for 24 on the season, 11 strikeouts. Double play would be huge. Runner goes. It's a strike. Throw down from Wisner. They got him in a pickle. Eisenstadt takes it and will tag Zachary Schwartzberg, a caught stealing. And a really interesting attempt from Schwartzberg, as might have been a hit and run. It didn't really feel like it because Schwartzberg was only about a quarter of the way to second base by the time Wisner fired it down. So a 2-6-3 caught stealing. And the bases are now empty with 2 outs. That was strike 1 to Wilson. Huge for Jerson. And now confusion on whether or not the pitch was a strike or not. And it was a strike. The umpire called it a strike. And yeah, they're going to call it a strike. But the umpire, Josh Wagner, forgot that he called it a strike. And Tony obviously very upset because he wanted the strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 away. Morales deals. Got him! Strike 3 call. Jerson Morales and a strut off the mound. In the middle of the 8th, it's 4-3, and Jerson faces the minimum here in the 8th. Pios out in front by 1. This is Pios baseball coming down to the wire on KNEB. New pitcher in the game for the Spuds. I believe this is Gabe Garrett, who has pitched a couple of times, 6 1/3. I was confused because he was a position player. He started the last 2 games playing second base. And he'll face Jeremiah, Wisner, and Walsh. Bottom 8, 4-3. Garrett now in, and he's one of the guys that have produced in the bullpen for Alec Inagi. 6 1/3 innings, 2.84 ERA, just 1 walk. Last outing on June 17th, a scoreless 1.2 inning in a 8-2 win against Spearfish. As Garrett deals to Jace Jeremiah, it's outside, ball 1. Two 2-0 quickly to Jace. 2 fastballs low and away from Garrett. Pios 3 outs away. Seems like Pandero's going to be the one to try and get them in the 9th. Line drive left field is going to send Castelli back. It's over his head and will bounce over the wall. A ground rule double for Jace Jeremiah. Pios are in business. As Castelli got a really bad read on that. He took about 3 steps in and then had to retreat back and had no chance. Now, he might have had a play if he had a better read, but once he took those couple steps in, no chance for the left fielder, Tyler Castelli. A leadoff ground rule double for Jace Jeremiah. Another extra base hit. And his 3rd hit of the night. The afternoon, Wisner taps it foul. Jeremiah now 5 for his last 7. And his 11th extra base hit of the season. Wisner shoots this one into left field. It's a base hit. Jeremiah will stop at 3rd. Back-to-back hits to open up the bottom of the 8th. Looking for some insurance as Wisner, another multi-hit game for him. That'll move it to PK Walsh. So Wisner 2 for 4 today. Already his 4th multi-hit game and just his 7th start. That's crazy.
Number 5, PK Walsh.
Here's PK. Nobody out. Jeremiah on 3rd. Wisner on 1st. First pitch to Walsh is a strike. Garrett has both of his earned runs came in 1 outing. We're at the loss. 2 earned runs in 3 2/3 on June 9th in Casper as Walsh flies it foul the other way, 0-2. And this is crucial insurance to the Pios now. They have all the confidence in the world in Paul Pandero coming out in the 9th, but even Paul will tell you, yeah, I'd rather pitch with a 3-run lead, sure, as long as it's a save. Paul wants to save. 0-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Walsh down on 3 pitches. And Allman will now get his turn. 2 strikeouts today for Allman. A 4-3 game with Jeremiah on 3rd and Declan Wisner on 1st. Just 1 out. Fly ball center field, that should get the run in. Bischoff is there in left center, he makes the play. Tagging easily is Jace Jeremiah, a sac fly for Bryce Allman. And with that 1 run, the Pios double their lead. It's 5-3 with 2 away here in the 8th. First pitch swinging, Allman just kind of lunges and flares it out fairly deep into center. And that's the situation where he knows his job and does it very, very well. So a sac fly to center field and a second RBI for Bryce Allman. Rounded to third, Flynn. We'll go to first to retire Stevie Hom. So that is out number 3. Pios get one more via the sac fly from Bryce Allman. 3 more outs to go. It should be Paul Panduro, I believe, to get him in the top of the 9th. Pios looking for their 4th straight win. We'll be right back on KNEB. So it is still Jerson Morales in this game for his 3rd inning. Looking for the 3 outs, the 3-inning save. And Paul Panduro active in the pen. So don't know how short this leash is going to be, but Jerson's going to try and get 3 outs here. Very interesting decision from Tony. He told me that, you know, in a close game with Paul not available the next couple days, that, you know, they're going to try to get him in, and Paul got the save on Friday, but Jerson's looked very, very good. And Tony's sticking with the incumbent relief pitcher, Jerson Morales, my mistake, with Paul looming in the bullpen. Here's Barricani, the 9-hitter. Breaking ball away, 1-0. Barricani had the ground rule double in the 3rd, since then 0 for 2. Barricani looking for his first multi-hit game of the season. And skies this one shallow right field. Callahan was playing shallow, and he gets it. Quickly 1 away. That'll bring us to the top for Bischoff, who has 2 hits today. First multi-hit game for him since June 11th. And 2 for 4. Bischoff against Morales takes a strike. Fastball outside corner live from Jerson. He looked really, really comfortable and locked in. Pios looking for 2 more outs to stay in first place with just 2 games left. This would move the magic number to 2. 0-1. Breaking ball. Strike 2. Now, when I say magic number, the magic number to clinch against both. They're chasing 2 teams, so they got to clinch against North Platte and Hastings. Oh-2. Swing and a miss. A wipeout breaking ball in the dirt. Declan goes to first. 1 out away. Stay tuned for the Runs of Postgame show if you're watching on our YouTube. The Runs a Post-Game show where we will talk to, as long as this score holds, both Casey Candiotti and Bryce Allman are 2 players of the game. You can find that on KNEB. If you're out of state, just search KNEB in the search bar. Outside, ball 1. Fastball from Jerson, almost copped the corner. 1 out away from a sweep of Canyon County. Pios looking for the first sweep of the season. 1-0 upstairs. Fouled away. Now, it's just the second time this season the Pios have won the first 2 games of a series. Previously, they had an opportunity in Dickinson against Badlands. It is a 2-1 count. Jerson deals to Danielwitz. Breaking ball just misses 3-1. And if he walks him, we'll see what Tony does. Now, if it's a quick hook, it's a quick hook. Kind of a thing. 3-1. Strike 2. Fastball at the knees. Pios a strike away. Here we go. Let's keep them in first place with 2 left in the first half. Full house. Jerson, long delivery home. Outside, ball 4. And out comes Tony Garcia. As in steps Tyler Stone. Tony will point to the bullpen. And that could all but mean one thing. That here comes Paul Panduro with 1 out to go. Jerson Morales gets the hold. And comes out of this game with 2 outs in the 9th. We'll be right back. It's the Runs a pitching change. Pios just 1 out to go. Up by 2. Tying run. Coming to the plate on KNEB.
So who he is, number 21, Paul Panduro.
Who else but to close it out but Paulie P. Local kid from Scottsbluff. Fans love him. Fans know him and love him. And he'll have to get Tyler Stone out, who hit the big home run in the first. One of the league's premier hitters, who is 2 for 4 today. Had a single in the 7th off Jerson. Was previously 0 for 8 this series. First pitch from Paul with the fastball upstairs. Panduro threw a scoreless 9th on Friday to get the save against the Horseheads. Looking for 1 more out. 2 away. Runner on first. Tying run. Tyler Stone at the plate. The 1-0. Away upstairs. game could become tied with one swing. The guy the Spuds want at the plate in Stone. Strike one, fastball. Outside corner, really nice paint job from Paul. So Casey Candiotti, 6 innings, 3 earned. Jerson Morales, 2 2/3, no runs. And now Paul looking to get one more. Broken bat on the ground to second. Hom has tons of time, and the ball game is over. Paulie P breaks the bat and gets the save. Pios sweep the Spuds here at Oregon Trail over the weekend, and they are guaranteed to be 0.5 games back at least, or ahead in the standings. With 2 left, they'll go to North Platte tomorrow. The magic number is 2 against both teams, North Platte and Hastings. So tons of work left, but the Pios do exactly what they want to do, and they sweep the Spuds here over the weekend. The Runs of Postgame show will be exclusively on KNEB. We'll talk to Bryce Allman. We will talk to Casey Candiotti. From all of us here at KNEB, this has been Jake Circus saying don't go anywhere. Join us on KNEB and hear us talk to Candiotti and Allman. It's Jake Circus saying so long from Oregon Trail. We'll be right back.